Hello, I'm Keatron Evans, and I'm going to show you one of the most overlooked ways people get hacked or compromised: plugging in USB thumb drives, external drives, and other such media. The method I'm going to demonstrate is nearly undetectable. We constantly drive home the message of being careful of what you download from the internet and how dangerous downloads can be, but one of the more devastating and harder to detect scenarios is plugging in a malicious or weaponized USB drive. We're going to take one which I've hardware hacked and make it appear as if it's a human interface device, or in this case, a keyboard to the operating system. The actual malicious payload is loaded into the firmware on this keyboard controller that's inside here, as opposed to just being a file on an actual USB drive. So essentially, this thing is not a USB drive at all. It just appears to be one. And the fact that it's not actually external storage means Windows Security will treat it differently, because after all, what harm could come from plugging in a USB keyboard? What you actually see here on my screen is I've got a listener in Metasploit waiting for someone somewhere to plug a drive just like this one in, because when they plug it in, the hardware code that I've firmware hacked into this drive is going to tell their machine to actually connect back to my machine, and it's going to do that in the form of sending actual keystrokes to their keyboard and having them type the code up for me on the machine as if I were sitting at the machine typing the code. Almost like having an alien plug into your brain and type something. So let's go ahead and look at what's happening on my screen as we wait for the victim to plug in the drive. So right about now, we see that nothing's going on my screen, it's just waiting. And now the victim is plugging in the drive. And as you can see, as a result of them plugging it in, I now have a command shell on that victim's machine, which we at that point can completely take control of. I can do ipconfig, I can get a list of files on that machine, and I can even write a file to this machine's desktop and have it control that machine if I wanted to do that at this point. So from here on, that machine belongs to me, and all the victim had to do was simply plug in this drive and not do anything else, and the rest was done automatically.